Chapter 446, Soul Path, Gu Immortal Gue Wang. In the night sky, the moon shone brightly. A large group of dark clouds moved quickly despite looking slow. It moved above Fang Yuan and Gang's head, 5,000 li towards the south, towards the sky of an unnamed little hill. Dark clouds covered the beautiful moonlight, casting a large shadow as darkness engulfed this hill. The dark clouds stopped moving as a sword light flew out from it. It was the flying sword letter Gu. The flying sword letter Gu shot into the mound and entered a mysterious space, vanishing. After a while, the little hill shook as a bright red light flashed. The red light was dazzling, like the setting of the sun. It gathered into a lump, like the creation of a red sunat once. The radius of a few hundred li was engulfed in bright red light. From this mini-sun, a jade bridge stretched out. A rank 6 Gu immortal, having a youthful appearance and a round and white face, stepped on the bridge and walked out. He wore a snow fox fur robe. His face was glowing with red light as he looked up at the dark clouds, laughing. Gue Wang, it has been a while. Kek kek kek. Accompanying the terrible-sounding laughter, a person emerged from the dark clouds. That he gave off the strong aura of a rank 6 Gu immortal. It was Gue Wang. Gue Wang quickly descended, just as he was about to land on the ground. A large pair of greenish-black bat wings appeared behind his back. The bat wings flapped as he remained in the air, looking at the rank 6 Gu immortal on the bridge. Loner Hong Yu. These are the lava bats I promised you. A total of 3,500,000. Take a look. Gue Wang spoke. His voice was very coarse and unpleasant. It gave people goosebumps. His appearance was also extremely ugly. Messy hair, a high forehead, deep eye sockets, tightly shut eyes, and ears as large as half his brain. Loner Hong Yu heard this and raised his head, looking at the dark clouds in the sky. His brown eyes started heating up and turning red, turning into a color resembling heated metal. His gaze literally became hot as it pierced through the dark clouds and allowed him to see the countless bats flying inside. These bats were all dark red in color, giving off great heat. They screeched as they flew around each other. Loner Hong Yu looked around as he nodded in satisfaction. 3.5 million lava bats indeed. With them, my Hong Yu blessed land would not need to get rid of lava into the ground every month. I can benefit from this greatly. I will keep these lava bats. Kekekek. Gue Wang laughed heartily. The dark clouds tore open as the bats flew out after losing their restraints. These bats did not fly around randomly. They quickly descended like a black-red waterfall, entering the sun. Each blessed land's door was different. This mini-sun was Hong Yu blessed land's entrance. After these chaotic bats were brought into Hong Yu blessed land, Gue Wang said, Loner Hong Yu, since you accepted these bats, it means you agreed to barge into Lang Yu blessed land. With me. Of course, when have I, Loner Hong Yu, ever broken my promise? A month later, we will get to Lang Yu blessed land. But that land spirit is still around. With just the two of us, it might not be enough. Loner Hong Yu said in worry. You do not have to worry about this. I have asked the Hua Hai 3 immortals to help. Gue Wang said, Oh? The righteous paths Hua Hai 3 immortals agreed. Loner Hong Yu was shocked. Humph. What is righteous? What is demonic? It is but personal interests. Lang Yu blessed land has countless recipes. The Hua Hai 3 immortals are obviously moved. Haha, you are right. I have to make arrangements for these bats. I will not send you off, Gue Wang. Loner Hong Yu said. Gue Wang snorted as his bat wings flapped, bringing his body into the dark clouds as quickly as lightning. Dark clouds moved, flying towards the north, covering the moon in its path. As it entered poison grassland sky, the cloud stopped. Gue Wang stopped and showed some confusion. What's going on? There is the aura of an immortal Gu. He showed a look of disbelief as he landed. The place he was standing at was the location where Fang Yuan and Gu Yao first met. Although the immortal Gu's aura is already extremely weak, it is a real immortal Gu. Strange, there is the aura of an immortal Gu, but no Gu immortal's aura. Is this a wild immortal Gu? No, that's not right. This is man-made. That means immortal obtained an immortal Gu. Gue Wang thought about this and felt great excitement. 50 years had already passed since he rose to Gu immortal realm, yet he still had no immortal Gu, forced to use rank 5 Gu worms only. Immortal goo were extremely rare. Many goo immortal live their entire life without having a single one. Don't tell me. After working hard for half my life, my luck is finally here? An immortal goo's allure was overwhelming. Gue Wang's heart was palpitating, but he flapped his wings, following the immortal goo's aura as he flew over. He wanted to search for the goo using the trail of aura. After a moment, he stopped. The sea of ghost-faced sunflowers was before him. To think there are so many ghost-faced sunflowers here. Kekekek, they are mine. Gue Wang laughed coldly. Although his eyes were closed, it did not obstruct his vision. He willed, and the dark cloud which accompanied him started rolling, as it descended like a huge beast, biting the large field of sunflowers. Immediately, countless ghost-faced goo flew up as numerous ghost-cry goo started to shriek. Nether Ghost Claw. Gue Wang stretched out his hand, and a huge green claw shadow appeared, scooping up these ghost-cry goo and ghost-faced gu at once. Many wild goo were caught. A moment later, the dark clouds flew into the sky again. The sea of sunflowers was gone. Only a huge crater was left in the ground. Great harvest. Gue Wang's mood was good. Compared to the immortal goo, this was a small appetizer. After leaving the newly created hole, Gue Wang frowned. What's going on? The immortal goo's aura weakened? Don't tell me it's sealed. He continued flying forward, trailing after fixed immortal travel goo's aura. He was extremely fast. After 15 minutes, his eyebrows raised. The immortal goo's aura moved from the ground to the air. How can this be? He looked around, and after a few breaths' time, he understood. I see. This is the Earth Spike Rat's territory. This mortal goo master flew across it. Heh, his goo worms are not bad. Actually having a flying goo. Gue Wang snickered as he spread his wings and flew into the air. He followed Fang Yuan's previous path, meeting the shadow crows along the way. A bunch of small birds. Gue Wang snorted. His body shook slightly as 100 pale wandering ghosts flew out. Rank 5. 100 ghost night travel goo. The wandering spirits flew around, knocking into the shadow crows and smashing their soul to bits. The shadow crows' bodies were unharmed, but they fell down and were dismembered by the Earth Spike Rats. Gue Wang went on a slaughtering spree, as this area's blood smell intensified, causing more shadow crows to come and scavenge for food. At the same time, the entire Earth Spike Rat group was alerted. They pierced out of the ground attempting to attack Gue Wang. Gue Wang chuckled, activating 100 ghost night travel goo and several hundred ghost-faced gu at once. Numerous spirits and souls flew in the air. Different ghost faces danced in the air, like a stone mill crushing everything in its path. Hundreds to thousands of shadow crows fell onto the ground like dumpling entering a pot. The Earth Spike Rats feasted upon their bodies, but the wandering spirits and ghost faces caused damage to them as well. Earth spikes hit Gue Wang's body one after another, but were repelled by the black light on his body. Other than that, many shadow crows assaulted him with their steel claws. Gue Wang neither dodged nor avoided. He flew straight ahead. If it was a rank 5 goo master, under such circumstances, facing numerous attacks every second, he would run out of primeval essence after a moment. But goo immortals had immortal essence. One bead of green grape immortal essence could be diluted into a large amount of primeval essence. It could fill the entire blessed land for tens of years, even 100 years, without vanishing. This meant that every goo immortal had endless primeval essence that they could use, able to use rank 5 goo without stopping. After thousands of shadow crows were sacrificed, the shadow crows retreated in fear. Gue Wang did not chase them. After flying past the Earth Spike Rat's territory, he landed at the place Fang Yuan landed. This was where Fang Yuan used dusty goo on bright pearl goo. The aura thinned again. How can a mortal seal an immortal goo? No, there is another possibility. That is, this immortal goo is heavily injured on the verge of death. I have to hurry. Gue Wang felt a strong sense of pressure as he continued flying close to the ground. Using another rank 5 goo worm to accelerate, he raised his speed again. 20 minutes later, he arrived at the battlefield where Changshan Yin and Ha-Tu Gu fought to their deaths. Here, Fang Yuan took out Changshan Yin's corpse and used Dark Toss Gu to suppress fixed immortal travel Gu's aura again. Sensing that the immortal Gu's aura was near indiscernible, Gue Wang's patience reached its limits. He stopped for a moment, using his investigative goo to scan the surrounding, continuing on his journey after having no discoveries. This immortal goo will be mine. Be it dead or alive, I must see it. Gue Wang flew close to the ground, swearing in his heart. The banquet had already been going on for a long time. There were young women dancing, delicious wine and food to consume. Under this lively atmosphere, Fang Yuan had already formed a brotherly relationship with Man Tuesday. Brother Man Tu, I offer you a toast. I hope that you can do me a favor and mend your relationship with Good Tribe. Fang Yuan raised his wine cup and drank. Man Tu showed a look of difficulty. After drinking the wine in his cup, he said, I would not dare to refuse Brother Chang's wine. But Hong Yin Valley is a small place. We Man Tribe expanded quickly, and now our numbers are huge. If we have to provide for another Man Tribe, I'm afraid. Moreover, Good Tribe went back on their words. The promised wedding was delayed and even fell through. We are truly angry and disappointed. Mantu sounded angry, but he already had a scheme in his heart. He wanted to absorb Good Tribe, but he could not find an excuse. At the same time, old Good Tribe leader was a rank 4 Gu master. With him still around, Man Tribe could not take them down easily. Thus, when Man Duo proposed the wedding, he agreed immediately. Next, with news of Guyao's death from Good Tribe, Man Tu did not believe. In his opinion, this was an excuse of Gu Tribe after they realized Man Tu's intention of devouring them. Chapter 447, Hints and Clues. Gu. Speaking about Gu Tribe, the lively banquet atmosphere turned cold. Old Gu Tribe leader quickly stood up and gave an explanation. Yi Guang stood at one side. Looking at his father, he felt bitter and pained. His sister was dead. His father was grieving. He wished none of this was real. But now, he had to explain to outsiders, proving to them that his daughter was truly dead. This was such a painful torture. While Mantu listened to their explanations, he refused to accept it. Changshan Yin was a righteous hero, and also the genius Gu master that Chang tribe nurtured back in the day. After he killed Hatu Gu and the bandits, he was praised by the people, and with his great reputation, he was known by almost everyone in Northern Plains. Thus, to give Changshan Yin face, Mantu gave them his full attention. But even if Changshan Yin's reputation was 5 or 6 times higher than now, it could not match the benefits of him absorbing Gu Tribe. Now that he had a proper excuse to do so, Mantu would not let go of it so easily. Thus, he patiently listened to Gu Tribe leader's explanation before looking at his third son. Manduo laughed coldly in his heart. Standing up, he bowed deeply at Fang Yuan. Before taking out a Gu worms in public, please take a look, Senior Chang. This Gu looked like a butterfly. Its long body was like an incense stick, with its tail still burning with thick smoke. The smoke changed into rainbow-like colors at times, while being colorless and odorless at times. Is this the chase smoke Gu from ancient times? Fang Yuan's gaze shone. Manduo was stunned, using a tone of admiration. Senior is absolutely right. This junior is in awe of Senior's knowledge. I obtained this Gu by chance. As long as one is stained by this smoke, it would not dissipate for months. It is perfect for finding someone's traces. After pausing for a while, he continued. To speak the truth, when Junior first saw Gu Yao, I used this Gu on her. Now, as long as we activate this smoke Gu, the traces will appear and we can see it clearly. Manduo had a smug expression as he continued. Gu Tribe leader, if we use this Gu and find Gu Yao hiding in your tribe's campgrounds, what will we do? He wanted to devour Gu Tribe. He obviously had plans. This chase smoke Gu was suggested by Manduo. To think that it would actually be used like this. Facing Manduo's threat, Gu Tribe father and son relaxed in their heart. This chase smoke Gu was good. Once it was used, the truth of their words would be attested to without doubt. But Fang Yuan's heart jumped. This chase smoke Gu could stain people who got close to it. He had once been in close proximity with Gu Yao, and even hugged her. With this smoke, wouldn't he be exposed? What now? Fang Yuan did not expect this. His heart was sinking. The Gu worm set on him was Changshan Yin's enslavement path Gu worms. It was good at huge battles, but had little use for personal fights. This banquet. He was only rank 4 initial stage, but Man Tribe and Gu Tribe leader had higher cultivation. There were even several elders and guards with rank 3 cultivation. Even if he brought the wolves over, 2 to 3,000 ordinary wolves could not turn this situation around. At once, Fang Yuan's mind worked at lightning speed. All sorts of possibilities appeared as they sparked like flint. Soon after, he laughed heartily. This is great. With the chase smoke goo to certify, the truth will be out. Junior, quickly use it. He wanted to stall for time or reject the use of it, but that was impossible. Firstly, he is an outsider. Rejecting the use of chase smoke goo was very strange. It was almost admitting his guilt. Secondly, be it man tribe or goo tribe, they both wanted to use chase smoke goo to confirm some details. There was no way to change their minds now. Thirdly, chase smoke goo was in the hands of someone else. Even if Fang Yuan objected to it, could he stop man tribe from using it? Thus, Fang Yuan took the initiative to urge him, giving them an impression of being open and fearless. Hearing Fang Yuan's words, Man too was overjoyed. Since Brother Changshan Ina said it, son, use it. But Man Duo was not happy. He observed the people's expressions and realized that Man tribe father and son were looking forward to this. Is Guyao really dead? Man Duo controlled his uneasiness and willed, activating this chase smoke GU-AT once. The colorless and odorless smoke appeared in the air, turning black. What's going on? This is, as expected, there was a thick cloud of smoke on Fang Yuan. In this illuminated banquet, it was very eye-catching to AT once. Everyone's gaze was on him. The lively atmosphere immediately turned solemn. No one said a word. There was a heavy mood in everyone. Fang Yuan frowned. His expression was a combination of shock and surprise. It made people think he was innocent, as if he thought that he was not eye-catching enough. Fang Yuan stood up from among the crowd, leaving his seat as he walked around. The black smoke trailed after him, forming a black smoke tail behind Fang Yuan. Man Duo's gaze flickered as Man Tu said happily. That means Brother Changshan Yin has met Guyao, and even had close interaction with her. Old Man tribe leader had a complicated expression as he looked at Fang Yuan with an uncertain gaze. The Guang was still young. He was not composed enough as he stood up from his seat, staring at Fang Yuan in suspicion, asking, Uncle Changshan Yin, what is going on? Did you meet my sister Guyao when you were in Poison Grassland? Fang Yuan's expression was solemn. He did not explain himself, but walked back to his seat, saying seriously, To speak the truth, you are suspicious, but so am I. Why is there so much smoke following me? Man Duo said sinisterly. Senior Chang is a great hero of Northern Plains. I would not dare to come up with a conjecture for your suspicions. Senior Chang Shanin. Guguang could not hold it any longer. He stared at Fang Yuan with a flickering gaze. Fang Yuan heard him and looked at Guguang in the eye with no guilt. Then turning to old Gu tribe leader. Brother Gu, you know my character. I swear in the name of the Wolf King, I did not meet your daughter in Poison Grassland. Gu tribe leader placed his right hand at his chest, making a great gesture with a solemn expression. Brother Changshan Yin, we hit it off so well when we first met. I believe your words. Gu Guang by the side wanted to speak, but he controlled himself. Fang Yuan obviously understood that these words were not enough to dispel their suspicions. Immediately after, he frowned, showing a thinking expression, saying, I slept for 20 years. After I woke up, I left Poison Grassland. Along the way, I subdued many poison beard wolves. During the cold nights, I rest on the fur of my wolves to gain warmth. Most likely, one of the wolves ate brother's daughter, and thus, the smoke was passed to me when we made contact. Is that so? Gu Guang gritted his teeth, his gaze flickering continuously. Fang Yuan's explanation made perfect sense. He was the first person who saw Fang Yuan leave Poison Grassland. When he saved him from the Wind Wolf group, he was manipulating the poison beard wolves. We can get to the truth easily. My wolf pack is still resting in Gu Tribe's ranch. Can everyone follow me to the ranch, and we will be able to see the truth? Fang Yuan suggested. This suggestion made everyone interested. Then we will go ahead with this? Mantu turned his gaze at Gu Tribe father and son. He still did not believe Guyao was dead. Old Gu Tribe leader stood up. Let's go. We can be the witnesses. Everyone rode their hump wolves towards Gu Tribe's ranch. Fang Yuan's wolf pack was resting inside. They were strong and fit. Under the night sky, the poison beard wolves were more energetic. Using the chase smoke Gu's black smoke, the group successfully found out that a few of the poison-beard wolves had much thicker smoke than Fang Yuan to O longevity heaven. With the blessing of our ancestors, the murderer of my daughter was here all along. Gu tribe leader saw this and cried in pain. He next bowed deeply at Fang Yuan. Just as he was about to speak, Fang Yuan stopped him. Brother Gu, I know what you want to say. These poison-beard wolves are yours to deal with. Fang Yuan said. Old Gu tribe leader cried tears of gratitude. Benefactor Chang Shanin, thank you. You not only saved my son, but you also brought the murderer of my daughter here. You are the closest friend of our Gu tribe for eternity. Gu Guang was silent that it was true that Fang Yuan saved him, but this was not enough to certify that he was innocent. If Chang Shanin killed his sister and ordered the poison-beard wolves to consume his sister's corpse, that would also cause this result. Man too was panicking at the side. From start to end, he did not believe Gu Yao is dead, that if Gu tribe discovered the chase smoke Gu and cooperated with Gu Yao to fake this, it was very easy. Thus, he spoke. Gu tribe leader, you have truly misunderstood Brother Chang Shanin. Brother Chang is a great hero of Northern Plains. He is such an admirable person. How could he commit such a sinful act? The way I see it, we should follow this chase smoke Gu into poison grassland and continue to collect evidence to clear Brother Chang's name. He wanted to use Fang Yuan as an excuse to find out the truth, whether Gu Yao was really dead or not, that if Gu Yao entered poison grassland, there would surely be a trail of smoke along the way. But at this time, Gu Guang spoke. No need for that. I have a way to prove Uncle Chang Shanyan's innocence. Father, back then when you prepared a set of precious water path Gu worms for sister, you used the rank 5 hints and clues Gu on them. Sister knows this. Thus, if she is killed, she will follow your instructions to keep these Gu worms intact, leaving them for her murderer. This way, we can find her killer and exact revenge for her. As long as you take out that hints and clues Gu, that will be the best proof. Saying so, Gu Guang looked deeply at Fang Yuan. Chapter 448. Obtaining another rank 5 Gu. Gu Wang moved quickly along the way, following the faint immortal Gu aura to a stalk of snow spirea. The immortal Gu's aura stopped here. The trail ends here. Gu Wang's gaze was anxious as he searched all around the snow spirea. No immortal Gu. The snow spirea's snow wash Gu was already taken. Obviously someone came here. But why is there no immortal Gu? If the immortal Gu continued moving, its aura would move too. But this aura ended here. Is the immortal Gu dead? Gu Wang had a guess, but he refused to believe this. He used his investigative Gu and searched the entire place thoroughly. No, there's nothing here. Gu Wang gritted his teeth. His heart was filled with indignance and regret. Wait. Suddenly, his gaze turned ruthless as he thought of a possibility. At the center of this poison grass land is Z-Du blessed land. The rank 7 Gu immortal lady poison scorpion lives in it. Did she take the immortal Gu? A mortal's aperture cannot hold an immortal Gu, but a Gu immortal's aperture can. After the immortal Gu enters the aperture, the aura would stop leaking. In that case, this would be the most logical explanation. That means Lady Poison Scorpion stayed home and had an immortal Gu arrive at her doorsteps? Damn it, curses. Gu Wang stomped his foot. He would rather believe that the Gu was taken by Lady Poison Scorpion than the fact that it could have died. But he would never guess that the real immortal Gu did not die, but instead Fang Yuan used Iron Cabinet Gu to seal its aura before backtracking and burying the Gu along the way. Gu Wang followed the aura's trail, moving forward, as Fang Yuan controlled the sealing. The Gu worm's aura weakened as he followed it. This created a speculation. Gu Wang wanted to chase after the Gu. He would never have guessed that along the way, the fixed immortal travel Gu was buried somewhere. When he thought of Lady Poison Scorpion, jealousy and hatred forced his speculations to hit a dead end. Lady Poison Scorpion is a rank 7 Gu immortal. She is very strong. I can gather the Hua Hai 3 immortals and Loner Hong Yu to attack Lang Yu blessed land. That is because of the promised benefits. I do not have the bargaining chips to get them to attack Z-Du blessed land as well. This is so hateful. If I came 10 days ago, the immortal Gu might have been mine. Looking at the time, Z-Du blessed land is about to open its doors and expel the poisonous gas inside. I am not her match. I should leave now. Gue Wang stomped his feet and flew into the air, entering the dark clouds. The dark cloud moved around as Gue Wang looked around with indignance. Only after a long while did he fly back to his home. This was destined to be a busy night at Gu Tribe Ranch. Everyone's attention was on Fang Yuan, that if Fang Yuan killed Gu Yao and took her Gu, the hints and clues Gu would cause him to be exposed. Fang Yuan's earlier lie would be exposed as well. If you did not meet Gu Yao, why do you have her Gu by then? No explanations would work, son. Gu tribe leader stared angrily at Gu Guang, extremely furious. Benefactor Changshan Yin is so righteous and upright. How can you be suspicious of him? Quickly kneel down and kowtow to our benefactor to ask for forgiveness. Father. Gu Guang was shocked. He did not expect Gu tribe leader's reaction. Wasn't he always trying to get revenge for sister? Father missed out one point, so I pointed it out for him. What did I do wrong? At one side, Man tribe father and son started watching this show as bystanders. Brother Gu, your son had said that. You do have a hints and clues Gu, right? Fang Yuan's expression was calm, his gaze clear as water. Then please take it out and activate it. This, old Gu tribe leader hesitated. Brother Gu, if you have a method to prove my innocence, why are you still hiding it? Ha ha, I am overjoyed by it. Fang Yuan smiled warmly. Ge tribe leader observed his expression for a while, then looked at Man tribe's father and son. The two were staying silent, quietly watching this, but their gazes had deep meaning in them. Never mind, since benefactor Changshan Yin insists, I will go ahead with it. Gu tribe leader gritted his teeth and took out hints and clues Gu. This Gu was shaped like a black spider, it was fist-sized, and was plump. 8 hairy black legs with shiny tips, resembling water chestnuts. Ge tribe leader injected primeval essence, and hints and clues Gu's body gave out a faint white light. Within 500 li, if there were Gu worms that were marked by the Gu master, it would emit a red light and point in their direction. If the Gu master was hiding the Gu worms inside their aperture, this range would be only within 1,000 steps, but it stayed in Gu tribe leader's hand without having any changes. Seeing this, Gu Guang kneeled on the ground with a plop and kowtowed to Fang Yuan. Uncle Changshan Yin, I was wrong. I wanted to get to the bottom of the matter and offended you. Please punish me. Quickly get up. I have to thank you for proving my innocence. What wrong did you do? Fang Yuan smiled faintly as he helped Gu Guang get up. Rewinding back to the day when Fang Yuan killed Gu Yao. Before death, the young girl cried, Changshan Yin, I don't know how I am blocking your path to success. But now, even if you kill me, I do not hate you. Maybe you are seeking revenge? I will leave all my Gu worms to you. I hope they can be of some use for your path to success. Cough, cough. The girl coughed out blood and begged Fang Yuan with a grieved smile. I am going to die, but before I die, I have a small favor to ask. I hope you can hug me. I really want to feel your warm embrace. However, Fang Yuan did not move. His gaze coldly looking at the girl, he looked at the girl and saw her expression becoming stiffer as vitality left her bit by bit. Finally, the flower-like girl became an ice-cold corpse. Fang Yuan fell into a long silence as he looked at Gu Yao's face. She gave all her Gu to me? What is the meaning of this? She loved Changshan Yin indeed, but how can she not hate me for killing her? Her love was only a young girl's affection, breeding for only a few days. Her hatred was due to the loss of her life, the hatred of being killed. It is evident which is a stronger emotion. Heh, this girl is still too young. Her acting is terrible. How can she hide that hatred in her eyes when she spoke to me? Although I lack Gu worms, and her Gu worms are all of high quality, she intentionally left them for me. To play it safe, I should not take them. Next, Fang Yuan willed, and the poison-beard wolves moved, devouring her corpse until nothing was left. From start to end, he did not touch the Gu worms in Gu Yao's aperture at all. Seeing this result, Gu tribe leader breathed out a sigh of relief, praising Fang Yuan continuously. Brother Changshan Yin, I have learnt much today. You are indeed a great hero of the grassland. Your conduct is like tonight's moon, pure like water, with no impurities. No matter how dirty the floor is, it will not pollute the moon. No matter how thick the clouds are, they will not hinder your radiance. We Gu tribe owe you a great deal. My son was rash and suspected you. We only have this rank 5 hints and clues Gu. I will give it to you today as an apology. Please accept it. Otherwise, I will not be able to sleep properly. Rank 5 Gu was hard to come by, but under everyone's gaze, Gu tribe leader handed it over to Fang Yuan. Fang Yuan rejected it for a few times, but Gu tribe leader was very insistent. He had no choice but to accept it. Just like this, Fang Yuan obtained his second rank 5 Gu in Northern Plains. Next, everyone continued the banquet until late into the night, as they parted happily under the moon. Man Tu invited Fang Yuan earnestly to be a guest as his tribe. But Fang Yuan said that he was going to leave not long later to join the heroes' assembly. But before leaving, he would go visit Man tribe first. Looking at Fang Yuan and Gu tribe's father and son leave on their hump wolves, Man Tu's smile vanished and his expression turned ugly. It seems this Gu Yao is dead without doubt. Man Tu's tone was gloomy. Father, no need to fret. Man Duo at the side snickered. This Gu tribe wants to make use of Hong Yin Valley. He has to beg us. They have nowhere to run. Listening to his son's words, Man Tu's expression relaxed. He patted Man Duo's shoulders. You are right. I was too obsessed with it. These years, Man tribe had been expanding. You have contributed greatly to it. But you are only C grade in aptitude. Your talent is insufficient. When father retires, and your elder brother takes charge of Man tribe, you have to assist him well. Yes, father, do not worry. Man Duo replied curtly and positively, but he was snorting in his heart. He was also his father's son. Why can't he compete for the leader's role? Why must he give it to his brother? Because of aptitude, he cannot become the tribe leader? No. If elder brother ascended to the position of tribe leader, he will kill me. Sigh. What a pity. I wanted to marry Gu Yao to make Gu tribe part of my force, with this relationship tying us together. But heaven played a joke on me. Gu Yao actually died. Unfilial son, kneel down. Once they got into the secret room, with only the two of them left, Gu tribe leader's expression sank as he screamed at Gu Guang. Father. Gu Guang was shocked. He did not understand why his father was so furious, but he subconsciously kneeled down first. Father, I am your son. You can scold or beat me, as long as your anger fades. But I have a request. I hope that father can tell me why you are so furious after you calm down. I will change and no longer make you angry. Gu Guang said. Ge tribe leader laughed coldly, standing before Gu Guang and pointing at his nose. I know you feel very indignant. Let father tell you the reason, to let you know the immense danger we were in tonight. Did you really think Man Duo proposed to your sister because of her good looks? Gu Guang was stunned. Was that not the case? Gu Yao was the beauty of our tribe. So many youngsters were chasing after her. Bullshit. Gu tribe leader howled. Beauty is just the icing on top of authority. Man Duo has Man Tu behind him. His objective is to devour our Gu tribe. That is why Man Tu supported Man Duo greatly to marry your sister. Chapter 449. Strength is the most important. Huh. Man tribe wants to devour our Gu tribe. Gu Guang screamed. Old Gu tribe leader sighed. Sigh. Your sister is already dead. They were not willing to listen to my explanation. Why do you think that is the case? Because this excuse is perfect for them to send their troops. But father found Changshan Yin to assist us. He was the hero of Northern Plains. He had great reputation and had Chang tribe behind him. Mantu did not dare to accuse us blindly. Thus he did not attack us tonight. Gu Guang exclaimed. There is such a twist behind it? But father, I do not understand. Since you understood Man tribe's intentions already, why did you agree to this wedding and betroth sister to that monkey Man Duo? Gu tribe leader raised his finger, knocking on Gu Guang's head. Do you not have a brain? Why did I agree to the wedding? Did you think I want to torture my own daughter? It is because the great blizzard is coming. If we can become relatives through marriage, we can stay inside Hong Yin Valley and protect all our tribesmen, sacrificing your sister's happiness to protect Gu tribe. This wedding is a transaction, sigh, but your sister ran away from her wedding and died in poison grassland. Gu Guang frowned, blinking. Father, I understand now. No, you know nothing. Gu tribe leader understood his son well. He explained in a disappointed tone. Tonight, Man tribe leader invited Changshan Yin, and we followed him. But the truth is, their target was us, and I dragged Changshan Yin along as our shield. That Man Duo used to chase Smoke Gu. He is truly evil. When all of you suspected Changshan Yin, I said to him that I trusted him completely. Did you think I was not suspicious? I am not so muddle-headed yet. Gu tribe leader stomped his foot. His tone was grim, but father did not dare to suspect him. The reason we could contend with Man tribe is because of Changshan. If we suspected him, their instigation would have succeeded and ruined our relationship with Changshan. If Changshan did not side with us, we might not return alive from tonight's banquet. Shock was written all over Guguang's face. Ah, are they so daring? Would they try to kill the both of us? Humph. Why did you think that you met so many wind wolves during the search? In northern plains, there are lots of instances where beast groups were used to commit murder. But tonight, Man tribe might not kill us, but they would imprison us. By then, they would use Gu Yao's matter as an excuse to devour our Gu tribe. Without us, Gu tribe would be without a leader. The result would be disastrous. Hearing his father's explanation, Guguang finally understood the danger they were in, showing after fear on his face. For the sake of the tribe, for the big picture, even if Changshan was the killer, we cannot suspect him. Did you really think I forgot the hints and clues, Gu? How can that be? But you had to mention it. If the killer was really Changshan, what would we do? Old Gu tribe leader spoke meaningfully. Guang fell into deep silence. After a long while, he said, "So that is why father gave the precious hints and clues Gu to Changshan. It is to mend our relationship with him, so that he would side with us." Old Gu tribe leader nodded. "You are finally learning. Son, although you have outstanding aptitude and high cultivation, you are still far from being the new Gu tribe leader. Father, it is great to have you around. I will have to learn more from you. Gu tribe can lose anybody but you, father." Guguang said in admiration. Tribe leader shook his head. "Time waits for no man. I am already old. Gu tribe is counting on you. Sai, after this matter, I have understood Man Tuesday. He is a greedy jackal. No matter how much his wealth is, he would never be satisfied. Now that your sister is gone, we have no excuses left to use Hongyan Valley. But we cannot disband and join Man tribe, right? Gu tribe cannot go extinct like this. Otherwise, I will be the greatest sinner of our tribe. After this night, I have already learned that we cannot stay here any longer. Otherwise, we will definitely be devoured by Man tribe. A few days later, we will depart for the Heroes' Assembly. Father, if we leave like this, will they let us go so easily?" Guguang was worried as he asked. "Of course they are not willing to let us go, but we are traveling with Changshan. Man too is wary of Changshan. He would not strike." Gu tribe leader snickered. "But we are making use of senior Changshan like this, isn't that?" Guguang was apprehensive. "You fool. Why would we not make use of him? What's wrong with that? A good hunter makes full use of his surroundings. When we have insufficient strength, we use knowledge to supplement it. This is all for the survival of the clan." After Gu tribe leader scolded, he stopped and showed a complex expression. "But this Changshan is truly a legendary heroic character. He might have already understood the situation, yet he still chose to side with us. Such a righteous and upright person, choosing to assist the weak. He is truly the role model of the righteous path, the light of the people. Son, rejoice, we Gu tribe actually met such a person." Time passed quickly. A few days went by. Inside the room, Fang Yuan held his bone bamboo Gu as the ghost fire burned it completely, breathing out heavily. This is the final bone bamboo Gu. These days, he worked hard and used up all 100 of the bone bamboo Gu in the gift box. After his treatment, 8 of Battlebone Wheel's most severe wounds were healed. Now, although the wheel was still covered in injuries and cracks, it had left the emergency stage. Sending the Battlebone Wheel back to the aperture, Fang Yuan started to inspect his aperture. He had rank 4 peak stage cultivation. Thus, his aperture walls were in the form of transparent crystals. His primeval sea was at 90% full. All of it was true gold primeval essence. But Fang Yuan had just arrived in northern plains. Before he adapted to the environment, his true gold primeval essence was only at the initial stage light gold primeval essence. Thus, Fang Yuan's cultivation was not progressing. Using light gold primeval essence, I cannot break through the aperture walls and become a rank 5 Gu master. To accelerate my adaptation, there are ways to do so. Most commonly, it is to use the third watch Gu to accelerate my own time. But that way, The Gu Master's lifespan will also be shortened proportionally. Such a measure that pursued quick success was not acceptable to Fang Yuan. It was not because he treasured his lifespan, but because of spring-autumn cicada. That if Fang Yuan used third watch Gu on himself, the river of time on him will flow 3 times faster. That way, the spring-autumn cicada's recovery will also be 3 times as fast. Other than his vital Gu and fixed immortal travel Gu in poison grassland, Fang Yuan still had multiple Gu worms. Among them were 2 rank 5 Gu from Northern Plains. One was Battlebone Wheel. It was recovering and could not be used in the meantime. The other was Hints and Clues Gu. It could be used to scout or track people. Gu tribes still had some foundations. They actually had a rank 5 Hints and Clues Gu. This Gu can be used to track Gu worms. It is used to capture wild Gu worms to prevent them from escaping. Unfortunately, even though Gu tribe leader had this Gu worm, he did not dare to search for his own daughter. Towards the conflict between Gu tribe and Man tribe, Fang Yuan was clear as day. Mantu's third son Manduo had great ambition. He wanted the tribe leader position, but because of his low cultivation, he wanted to have Gu tribe. After marrying Gu Yao and making Gu tribe related to him through his wife, they would be able to fight for the tribe leader position. Mantu was not necessarily ignorant of his son's intentions, but he was very interested in devouring Gu tribe. Meanwhile, Gu tribe wanted to use the marriage to sacrifice Gu Yao in exchange for Hongyan Valley, to survive the once in 10 years great blizzard, and get through this difficulty. Ge tribe naturally did not want to dissolve, but Man tribe wanted to gain the benefits of absorbing them without facing any consequences. After Gu Yao escaped, Man tribe used this excuse to turn on them. In fact, they might have even caused Gu Guang's incident. As long as they killed Gu tribe's father and son, Gu tribe would be leaderless, and they would fall into chaos, easily taken over by Man tribe. He Guang was ignorant and naive, but old Gu tribe leader was experienced and wise. He knew the circumstances they were in, and found out that he was unable to satisfy Man two's greed. But at this point, they had no way out. Thus he controlled himself and stayed inside the tribe, not giving Man tribe a chance to strike. Changshan Yin's arrival gave Gu tribe hopes of getting out of this problem. When old Gu tribe leader found out Fang Yuan's identity as Changshan Yin, he thought of using him. Thus, he attended to Fang Yuan warmly, and even gave 1,000,000 primeval stones as a gift. Next, he did well, using Changshan Yin's power to contest with Man tribe at that moonlight banquet. It might have looked like a cozy gathering, but the 3 sides were competing. Danger was lurking at every corner, and everyone was hiding their lethal weapons. The result was, Man tribe suffered a setback. Not only did they fail to deal with Gu tribe, they even lost the excuse that they had, Gu Yao. But they did not lose. They were still the strongest among the 3. Ge tribe used Changshan Yin, making use of his reputation to protect their tribe, surviving this crisis. Even though they succeeded, they were still at the weaker position. As for Fang Yuan, he pretended to be ignorant, using the 2 sides and their conflict to achieve his goal of spreading his name, while benefiting from their competition and strengthening himself. Man is the spirit of all beings. When humans competed, it was not simply through fights and killing. Even in this primitive and open northern plains, knowledge and schemes was still used to compete. As for Gu Yao, this innocent young girl was only a sacrifice for the 2 tribes' political struggle. In fact, according to Fang Yuan's personal guess, Gu Yao's escape was unnatural. She was able to get out of the tightly secured Gu tribe camp. Mostly likely the old Gu tribe leader had arranged for it in an attempt to probe Man tribe. But accidents always happened in reality. Plans cannot keep up with changes. Man tribe's eldest son or second son might have struck, afraid of Man duo gaining power, hoping that Gu Yao would die. Anyway, after Gu Yao escaped to poison grassland and met Fang Yuan, the series of events unfolded. Shaking his head, Fang Yuan cleared these guesses out of his mind. The basis of any scheme is power. Why did Man tribe not attack Gu tribe directly? That is because they were not a super tribe but a large tribe only. They had limited strength. Why was Gu tribe able to stay safe until now? Not just because of me, but also because of their foundation as a former large tribe. If old Gu tribe leader had rank 5 cultivation, he might have used hints and clues Gu long ago. No matter which world, strength is the foundation for everything. But now, The astute Gu tribe leader might be planning to migrate his tribe again. To deal with the 10-year blizzard, he might need to borrow the imperial court's power. Chapter 450. Measuring the stature of great men by the yardstick of small men. What happened next was all according to Fang Yuan's expectations. Just a day later, Gu tribe leader visited Fang Yuan, saying he had thought it through. He did not want to stay in Hong Yin Valley, but instead wanted to migrate the entire tribe to participate in the Heroes' Assembly and fighting for a place in the imperial court. Fang Yuan knew old Gu tribe leader's intentions. It was to make use of Changshan once more to get free of Man tribe's control. Fang Yuan agreed immediately. If he was to travel on the grassland alone, it would be troublesome. With the accompaniment of Gu tribe, the risks would be much lower, and he would have a layer of protection. Brother Good is wise, but we cannot wait anymore. We should leave as soon as possible. Once we make a move, I'm sure Man tribe would notice immediately. Fang Yuan reminded. Old Gu tribe leader's heart shook. Just hearing this sentence, he knew Changshan was aware of what was happening. Fang Yuan continued. I had originally promised Man tribe to visit them, but since Gu tribe is relocating to place safe, I will not go to them. Just say that I had felt my cultivation returning during these few days and have gone into closed cultivation. I will write a letter now. I will have to trouble brother to find someone to send it over for me. If Gu tribe did not relocate, then Fang Yuan would have no issues visiting Man tribe. But if Gu tribe wanted to leave, Man tribe would not let go of them. Man tribe is worried about Gu tribe and Changshan cooperating. They might even hold him captive to deal with Gu tribe separately. Earlier, when Gu Guang was attacked by the Windwolves, it was most likely done by Man tribe. Man tribe was after all part of the righteous faction. To prevent rumors from spreading, they would not kill Changshan, but Gu tribe was too alluring. They could use all sorts of reasons to place Changshan under house arrest. That was something they could do. After old Gu tribe leader heard Fang Yuan's words, he looked at him deeply and stood up, bowing. Standing before brother, my wisdom is nothing. I was muddle-headed earlier. Brother has a clear picture of the current situation. As someone involved in this contest, it is easy for you to be misled. That is normal. Do not worry about it. As long as we leave this area, Gu tribe would be free. Fang Yuan consoled old Gu tribe leader as he wrote a letter and handed it to Gu tribe leader. Brother Gu, I have to cultivate. I will not send you off. Today, I will start the preparations for moving off. The letter will definitely be sent. Goodbye. Old Gu tribe leader took the letter and left the room. After he returned to his tent, he called the elders for a meeting and gave the instructions to prepare for migration. After Gu Yao's supposed marriage, Gu tribe elders have a terrible impression of Man tribe. They praised this ingenious decision. After Gu tribe father and son returned to their study room, old Gu tribe leader opened Fang Yuan's letter immediately. Father, isn't this a bit? Gu Guang felt embarrassed. Let father teach you. Another lesson today. This is the letter Changshan wrote to Man too, but he did not use a letter Gu. Why do you think that is so? Old Gu tribe leader snickered. Because he doesn't have a letter Gu? No, if he wants to use it, he can borrow it from us. Gu Guang thought about it. As his eyes flashed, that mean? This is intentional? That's right. The reason why he is sending a normal letter is so that we can see it. Gu tribe is about to migrate. Next we will travel together. This letter is to display his intention to cooperate with us along the journey. Come here, we will look at this together. Saying so, old Gu tribe leader unsealed the letter. The content in the letter was very simple. It explained that Fang Yuan needed time to recover his cultivation through closed cultivation. He expressed great regret for not being able to visit Man tribe, and he would definitely make up for it in the future. Next, he wanted to purchase bone bamboo Gu from Man tribe, saying that he will pay 120% of the market price for them. At the same time, he wrote a large number of Gu refinement materials, as well as Gu worms like Third Watch Gu, hoping they could have a transaction. Oh, so Uncle Changshan needed these Gu worms. Father, I think we should try and give them to him. After all, he has helped us so much. Gu Guang said. Old Gu tribe leader stared at this letter, his eyes shining brilliantly as a chill emerged in his heart. This battle between Gu tribe and Man tribe was mostly through hidden schemes. They did not fall out with each other on the surface. This was the rule of the righteous path that had to be adhered to. They sacrificed many people. One of Gu tribe's elder died after being challenged by Man duo, and Gu Yao also died in poison grassland. Other than that, many Gu masters became the wolves' food. In this contest, be it Man tribe or Gu tribe, neither of them were winners. Man tribe did not achieve their aims, and Good Tribe also had many sacrifices. However, there was one person who benefited completely. This person was Chang Shan-in. Look at it this way. When Chang Shan-in left Poison Grassland, he was empty-handed, without a proper set of goo worms. But now, in this hidden battle, he earned till his pockets were full, having over 1,000,000 primeval stones as gains, not to mention the rank 5 hints and clues. Ge tribe leader suddenly understood. Good Tribe was making use of Chang Shan-in, but was Chang Shan-in not making use of them as well? Chang Shan-in might seem like he was trapped between two tribes, forced into their political strife, and attracted problems for himself unnecessarily. But the truth was, neither of them wanted to offend him, thus he gained benefits from both sides. We do not need to prepare these for Chang Shan-in. Man Tribe will send these things over. In fact, they might even give these to him for free. Good Tribe leader heaved a sigh as he tried to expel that cold feeling in his heart. Good Guang was shocked. How is that possible? Uncle Chang Shan-in is evidently helping us. Is Man Tribe so stupid? Someone in a high position sees things differently. What is the value of these things? Merely a few hundred primeval stones, it is nothing to Man Tribe. Using these goods to gain the friendship of an expert, isn't that a good deal? Have you thought about how much we gave Chang Shan-in already? Good Guang immediately thought of the 1,000,000 primeval stones and the rank 5 hints and clues. Ge tribe leader sighed deeply. There was another meaning to this, but it was still too early for Good Guang to comprehend. Why did Chang Shan-in want to deal with Man Tribe? He was not making a deal. He was establishing a relationship with them. Using this, Chang Shan-in expressed to Man Tribe that although he went back on his word and did not visit Man Tribe, he was not their enemy despite being at Good Tribe. He did not want to be enemies with Man Tribe. In fact, he wanted to be friends. Thus, they could undergo transactions. Man too was not a fool. He would understand what Chang Shan-in was trying to express in his letter, his goodwill. If Man Tribe rejected this deal, that would be rejecting Fang Yuan's kindness. If they sold the goods according to their price, this would show an indifferent attitude. If they gifted the goods to Fang Yuan, that would mean Man Tribe was accepting this kindness and was willing to be friends with Chang Shan-in. This deal was not important. The underlying meaning was. Such a hidden and implicit communication method was something the righteous path higher-ups often did. Ge tribe leader suddenly had a flash of inspiration, thinking, this Chang Shan-in. The reason why he is helping the tribe might not be due to his righteous nature, but because he can have the greatest benefits by siding with us. Man Tribe was huge and powerful. Having a Chang Shan-in was only adding icing on the cake. But Good Tribe was weak. With Chang Shan-in, it was simply a great asset as he had the ability to stabilize the power balance between the two. With this thought, old Good Tribe leader shuddered. The coldness in his heart became thicker, almost freezing his bones. The old tribe leader subconsciously rejected this thought. If Chang Shan-in is such a scheming person despite being a hero of this magnitude, would there still be righteousness and light in this world? I am simply measuring the stature of great men by the yardstick of small men. 3 days later, Man Tribe's father and son stood on the mound, watching Good Tribe leave towards the south. Lord Father, there is something I don't understand. I would like to ask Father. Man Duo asked. Speak. You gave the things mentioned in the letter to Chang Shan-in for free. I understand the meaning of that. But why did you also give Good Tribe 1,500 tons of provisions? Not only is our prey escaping, we even have to supply them. This. Man Duo felt indignant. Man Two's expression was solemn. Looking at the leaving Good Tribe, he said, Man Hao, explain. Elder Man Hao, who was standing at the side, laughed as he explained. No need to worry, third young master. Lord Tribe leader had planned this long ago. Good Tribe is dreaming if they want to leave so easily. There are a large number of wolf lorgu inside the provisions. At the same time, we have tribesmen ahead, with 3 myriad wolf groups waiting in ambush for them. So that's it. Man Duo understood at once. Father is wise. Once Good Tribe is unable to resist the wolf pack, our tribe will move out and save them, assimilating them using this chance. In future, if anyone suspects us, Father can use this 1,500 tons of provisions to show his sincerity and magnanimity. It will shut those suspicious people up. But towards the end, Man Duo was hesitant. Man Hao sighed, saying, But this way, Good Tribe would suffer great losses, and the gains of our tribe from taking over Good Tribe would be far less. In fact, we might even have to invest an amount of resources to take care of the injured. But Man Duo shook his head. Man Hao's concerns were not the same as him. Good Tribe has that Chang Shan-in. He is hailed as the Wolf King. Can these wolves stop him? Man Two started frowning. Man Duo expressed his own worry. He had such thoughts as well. But Good Tribe left too quickly. Man Tribe was part of the righteous path. They could not act recklessly in this short period. They could only gather 3 myriad wolf groups. If Good Tribe survives this assault, Man Tribe can only watch them leave. But if they suffer great losses during the process, Man Tribe would have the excuse to send reinforcements. The greatest uncertainty in this plan was Chang Shanin. Don't worry, third young master, although this Chang Shanin is known as the Wolf King. That is over 20 years ago. His current cultivation is only rank 4 initial stage, and during the banquet, we checked secretly, his soul is no longer 1,000-man soul but has dropped to 100-man soul. Manhouse spoke with disdain. Even if he is the Wolf King, he is only a weak and barely surviving old Wolf King. Moreover, what trump cards does he have? Only 1,000 wind wolves and 1,000 poison beard wolves and 1,000 water wolves. Ha ha ha. Against 10,000 wolf groups, what can his wolves do? The way I see it, his reputation will be ruined soon enough. We can prepare to devour Good Tribe already. Man Duo did not rebuke him, but said, hopefully so.